And in tonight's episode of Lucha Review, on the 30 years of summer right here in the Lucha Review Arena, we step into the world of horror, and we are fighting for our lives against a homicidal doll? Child's Play 3? I'm going to cut a promo on a fucking doll? Alright, listen, tag yourselves in. Let's take on the nerdy and dirty. Come on. The 30 years of summer takes us to the Satanic Toy Store, because this week, it's another Child's Play movie.
Aw, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
I'm afraid not, and right away I'm confused as to why we're even here. If the doll was completely destroyed in the second movie, thus making it a useless vessel, then why would the soul of Charles Lee Ray still be attached to it? Wouldn't that be the end of it? Believe in the magic of killer dolls, because not only does the empty factory suddenly become functional enough to reassemble Chucky, but Chucky also manages to wrap himself into a package to be sent to a military school where his arch nemesis Andy, now a teenager, is currently enrolled. One of the younger students is asked to bring the package to Andy's dorm room, but once he finds out that a good guy doll is inside it, he runs off to play with it himself. Chucky immediately sees this child as a fresh new host for his soul, even when his soul became permanently attached to the doll in the last movie, but the soul transfer is interrupted when the Colonel walks in. The Colonel, who just saw pictures of Chucky in Andy's file only a few hours ago, fails to make the connection. What kind of a military school is this? Their barber seems to get sexually aroused whenever it's time to cut someone's hair. None of the students wear earmuffs at target practice, and the door to the armory, where they keep the guns and shit, is left unlocked and unsupervised. I've seen tighter security in the Police Academy movies. There's really not much of a story here. You get a few subtle nods to Full Metal Jacket, while it's hard to hate the doll for killing anybody, because all of the victims are assholes, like the oddball barber, whose perversions are so extreme that even cutting a doll's hair is enough to get him excited. I was happy to see him go, which defeats the purpose of a horror movie, because isn't the antagonist supposed to prey on good people? The movie doesn't really get interesting until the final battle with Chucky leads Andy and his friends to a nearby carnival where their final showdown takes place in the House of Horrors. So I ask this of any Child's Play fans who might be watching, provided that such people actually exist. Why didn't the whole story just take place at the carnival? Think about it. Let's say Andy was working there for his summer job and someone picked up the Chucky doll and strung it up to be a prize at the ring toss game. That would have been a lot more believable to me than the military school angle. More entertaining too, because this movie didn't really pick up until the carnival scene, which doesn't come until the last 10 minutes of this 90-minute jobber. To be honest, I bought the Child's Play Blu-ray set because of how much I admired the packaging it came in, but I suppose you can't be a horror fan without it being in your collection. The thought of a killer doll hiding under your bed or in your closet is pretty effective, but for me, it only worked for the first film. I couldn't help being distracted either. A kid named Andy, who had toys that would come alive and cause trouble. Where else have I seen that? Will Andy and his friends get rid of the doll for good? Oh, who the fuck cares? The sound of that bell means that this doll is going straight to the clearance bin at Walmart. The 30 years of summer will be back again next Saturday, so thanks for tagging in, and I'll see you next week.